G'day. I am in my grandparents' old back shed. I used to play in this when I was a little boy. This is what a country shed should look like, unless you're on a farm. One thing I always forget when I come back to the country is how quickly you get places. What did I do? Today I left my mother's house and came up here to visit my grandparents to say hello, and I gave myself about 20 minutes, I think, between the time I left the house and the time I anticipated I would arrive at my grandparents' house, and it took me 4.5 minutes to walk here. So I was very early, so I sat out here in the shed and had a cigarette while I waited for them to get home. I have a very living in the city sense of time. For instance, last night my mother and I had pizza for dinner, and my mother had to go and do something at 7:30, and we were talking about doing dinner at 6:30. And I looked at the clock and I said, "But you've got to be at thing in an hour. That's not enough time to go and get pizza and come home and eat it." And she just looked at me like, "What? Have you lost your mind?" So we went and ordered the pizza in the shop, took the pizza home and ate it, and that took us half an hour, and she still had half an hour to go to her thing, which was plenty of time because it would only take her 5 minutes to drive to the thing. I miss this garden. I miss all the open space of living in the country. Don't get me wrong, I would never live in the country again. There's nowhere near enough things to do to keep me occupied, and I have no idea what I would do for work out here, because I am not, despite appearances, equipped to work on the land or anything like that. But I do love coming back to visit. When I left the country and moved to the city, I said to myself, you know, I would never come back. I would come back for weddings and for funerals, and that would be it. I never wanted to set foot in the country again. And now, I love coming back to the country. So peaceful and so quiet. Last night I could hear my watch ticking, and I didn't even know that my watch ticked. So there you go. Anyway, so this is Victoria Vogue in the country.